Welcome to Hub City TV, a USM Student News Magazine production. We're your source to what's happening around the Pine Belt. I'm your host, Mallory Pullen. With Halloween upon us, we take you to a pumpkin patch at Mitchell Farms, explore a homebrew competition at the Keg and Barrel, and pay tribute to a local celebrity priest. And later, demonstrate how to creatively decorate your pumpkin. To start the show, though, a Hattiesburg neighborhood becomes the first Mississippi city recognized in the Great Places in America program. Hub City TV's Tabari Daniels has the story.
The smell of freshly cut grass, children at play in the distance. You're on your way home, but one neighborhood's above the rest. The Hattiesburg Historical Neighborhood has gotten national honors. Andrea Sample, president of the Hattiesburg Historic Neighborhood Association, takes pride in the rich history and significance of the area.
It kind of gets confusing because there's several historic neighborhoods now that have been designated historic neighborhoods. Those are all historic districts, but we are the actual Hattiesburg Historic Neighborhood.
After being nationally recognized, can there be any room for improvements?
I would, however, like to see the traffic slowed down on this street right here. It seems like it's a pretty much a thoroughfare from off of Main Street back here to Hall. But other than that, too many pluses, very few negatives.
Even in a historic neighborhood, residents unite against crime.
I think it's just like any other neighborhood. There's going to be issues. And I think we have neighbors that are all on the lookout. You know, when I started out the house and down the alley with him, there were several people that followed me and made sure that, you know, as a community, we were going to get the guy in.
Welcome to one of the 10 great places in the country, the Hattiesburg Historic Neighborhood, now recognized by the American Planning Association. This is Tabari Daniels reporting for Hub City TV.
Like most cities, Hattiesburg has its flip side to the downtown neighborhood. A few blocks from the award-winning neighborhood, residents work together to give their area a facelift. Downtown Hattiesburg residents take a twist on an old saying and turning it into a new message for residents. Ask not what your community can do for you, but what you can do for your community.
Try to provide a good level playing field for all to succeed, and that's the responsibility of government.
Councilman Dave Ware believes the city can only go as far as the community behind it.
I don't think that government has all the answers here. I think that you have to have the community itself step forward and make some of those improvements themselves.
The nationally ranked historic downtown neighborhood is certainly a landmark. However, other downtown communities are lacking its luster.
I think what would most help some of the areas you're speaking of, some things that we're doing now with our community development block grant funding, going in and rehabbing some of those houses, providing rehab assistance to those individuals who are on low incomes, and trying to promote that sense of rehabilitation, renovation.
But it's a slow process to getting other downtown neighborhoods up to par.
Still, there's a long way to go for sure. And so I hope the domino effect would start to take place.
With one neighborhood nationally ranked, maybe more could follow its lead.
We'd like to see that go right on into those other areas and surrounding communities.
There's potential. It's growing potential every day. Things are changing.
There may be potential for downtown communities. However, Click Boutique owner Adam Myrick believes there are stereotypes about the area.
Just because it's not blanketed in white picket fences and shotgun, new built homes, that's a part and stereotype that a lot of this country faces.
However, Myrick believes it's all about perception when judging the conditions of downtown neighborhoods.
It's all perception. And for those of us who live down here, our perception of the reality is really closer to the reality that our counterparts in other parts of Hattiesburg.
And from one old message to another.
You can never judge a book by its cover.
For Hub City TV, I'm Mallory Pullen. More than a pumpkin patch, Mitchell Farms cultivates agricultural learning for all ages. People come from miles around just to visit Mitchell Farms in Collins, Mississippi.
I feel like our customers enjoy coming here because they feel like part of the family.
Jolynn Mitchell's family began farming in 1955 and opens their home to the public each year.
This is where we live, and we can teach them about what we do and the importance of the food that we eat, knowing where it comes from. And I think that sets us apart from most pumpkin patches around.
The almost 60-year-old farm is more than a pumpkin patch, it's a learning experience.
Everyone, just in case we'll be going down the slope. while we're on the tour, we talk to them about the different crops that we grow, and they can actually see some of the crops growing in the fields.
The family farm is a place for people of all ages.
I really enjoyed it. I became a kid again.
Local high school students learn just how much goes into working a farm.
We learned different things about how to conduct the farm and how it costs a lot of money.
The students realize the educational value of places like Mitchell Farm.
They can come and learn what hard work is all about.
And of course, it's a place to have fun.
And then the parents can enjoy all of our homemade jams and jellies while the kids are playing on the playground.
Mitchell Farms is open to the public during Easter and October and continues to serve and educate locals on farming. For Hub City TV, I'm Mallory Pullen. Haunted houses mean to scare and frighten visitors, but just how safe are you? In our next story, Chantel Upshaw investigates the safety precautions used by area haunted houses.
Ranked among the top 4 Southern haunted attractions sits the Crypt. Attached on the handcrafted walls and placed in the hallways of the Crypt are handmade figures designed by the owner.
Bones and skulls, everything.
Expect to have a good time, but there are rules you must follow.
No smoking, no lighters, no flashlights, nothing like that.
To ensure that visitors are safe, security guards are on standby.
Kind of watches and sees the crowd. He knows if someone's going in, if they might be trouble, if they look like they've been drinking or drunk.
For extra safety, emergency exits can be found throughout the haunted house.
Some people don't think that they'll be afraid.
I didn't think it was going to be too scary, but I was running.
When they come out, you can see that they liked it and, that they got their money's worth.
Welcome to the House of 1,000 Psychos. What is it?
It is 100% horror movie based haunted attraction.
And what are the rules in this haunted house?
Don't touch the actors.
And for your safety, AAA workers are standing on site.
We don't want anything to happen, but just in case it does, that's what we're here for.
Not only is this a house of 1,000 psychos, this is a house of givers.
We donate a portion of our proceeds to the Pink Ribbon Fund.
And how do visitors feel about this house? I'm Chantel Upshaw, reporting for Hub City TV.
Other area businesses find unique ways to help raise awareness and funds towards finding a cure for breast cancer. Hub City TV's Leslie Nash has more.
It really means a lot to survivors such as myself.
What Judy Gill is referring to is local businesses donating to the Breast Cancer Foundation. Caliente Grill provides a sweet treat in the form of pink lemonade for the cause.
And all of the money that we make off of the frozen pink lemonade, we will be donating to the Breast Cancer Awareness Foundation.
Cork Wine and Martini Bar owner Jeffrey Ferris donates to help find a cure for cancer.
Some child out there right now that's wanting to be that doctor and find that cure for cancer, especially breast cancer, and we just got to help fund it.
Painting with a Twist turns pink. The owner, Patricia Williams, uses art to raise awareness and is enthusiastic about the community's involvement.
It's wonderful that the community comes out and supports these kinds of things.
And they're not the only ones making strokes for a cure. Wesley Medical Center also turns art into donations.
We are doing an auction from artwork that the Oak Grove art class did for us. This is the 3rd year that this class is doing this, and it's raised a lot of money for us.
The art isn't just restricted to the canvas.
We have a quilt that one of our nurses in ER made.
These businesses may differ, but they share a common goal in raising money for breast cancer research.
October's pink, so let's be pink.
Leslie Nash, Hub City TV.
With flu season just around the corner, it's time to get vaccinated. Misnomers about the shot stop some people from protecting themselves. Our Tiara Clemens investigates whether the flu shot helps or hurts you.
Yes, flu season is here. The temperature change to cooler weather could have you feeling under the weather. Many local pharmacies, hospitals, and clinics encourage flu vaccinations. Ashley Threet, USM's health educator, sees the big picture of the purpose of vaccination.
Yeah, so it also protects the community at large. So the more people who get vaccinated, the less people are going to get it, the less people are going to pass it on to the ones that they love.
Others may feel that getting the flu shot may increase their chances of getting sick.
There is a myth out there that if you get the flu shot that you will get the flu. But when that happens, most of the time the patients have already been exposed to the to the virus. Therefore, that's how they get the actual flu, not from the vaccine, though.
The vaccination may sound like a good idea, but just how effective is it?
The most recent information shows that it's about a 60% effective, or about 7 out of 10 people will be aided by taking the flu vaccine. It'll help protect or reduce the risk for about 7 out of 10 people.
So overall, the vaccination may be your biggest prevention against influenza.
Individually, it will protect you against getting the flu. It's not 100%, but it will reduce your risk of getting the flu.
But don't fret, there are many ways to prevent from getting the flu this season.
Wash your hands regularly. Very good hygiene practices. Wash your hands all the time. Go to the bathroom, wash your hands. Go to class, wash your hands. I mean, it's one of those things that you don't realize how many people have sat at that desk before you. Have they coughed on it? Have they, you don't know what you're getting. So just be sure to either wash your hands regularly or keep some antibacterial gel with you, or hand sanitizer, if you will, with you at all times.
I'm Tiara Clemens with Hub City TV.
After the break, an Irish priest gets the keys to the city.